Welcome to Behind the Doors, the podcast where we take you behind the scenes of residential real estate investing. I'm your host, Dan Noma Jr., here with my co-host, Marvin Cruz.
We're here to help you unlock the best strategies and practice for investors. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned pro looking to scale your portfolio.
We've spent decades navigating the ever-changing world of real estate, and now we're sharing everything we've learned to help you succeed.
From off-market deals to cash flow management and everything in between, we'll break it down and bring you actionable insights that can make a real difference in your investments.
So get ready to open the door to new opportunities and take your real estate investing to the next level. Let's dive in.
It's Halloween, then it's Thanksgiving, then it's Christmas, and then it's 2025. Right? And if I'm an agent,
we're at the end.
We're at the end, right? How should I be thinking as a real estate agent to close out my year from your perspective?
Man, I see, I've been at this is my 22nd year in real estate.
Yep.
And, so I think I'm kind of getting an old dog reputation out there. But I see a lot of agents like put it into neutral going into the fourth quarter, right? They're like, well, just what you said, right? Halloween's hitting, Thanksgiving, Christmas holidays, are all right around the corner, holiday parties.
Yep.
Nobody wants to transact in the fourth quarter.
Yep. No one's moving anyway. Why? Right.
And it just becomes like a lull. And we do see a seasonal lull. We do see that, right, for sure. But I think what real estate agents miss, though, is that, you can always do a couple more deals. Like there are deals to be had out there. And because of what we just talked about, because there's a lot of retail buyers on the sidelines, investors are chomping at the bit to buy real estate in the fourth quarter, right? They love to buy real estate in the fourth quarter. And I think a lot of real estate agents miss that as a huge opportunity in the business, is just to go, hey, in Q4, we dead focus on maybe distressed assets that are either physically distressed or have, there's some financial distress with the family. Those are huge opportunities for real estate for investors to pick those off. And you can do a couple, 3, 4, or 5 cash deals in the quarter with your eyes closed as an agent. If you just know what you're looking for and you actually put in a little effort to go find those opportunities, they're out there all over the place. Like, just go seek those out, pitch them to a cash offer company or a cash offer strategist somewhere. Get those cash offers in front of those consumers and watch how many of them hit before the end of the year. It's crazy. It's like, because there's a shot clock out there now. All of a sudden there's a shot clock.
That's so interesting, because so many agents think there's no one moving.
Yeah.
And they associate it with moving. Right. In the wintertime, that doesn't happen. But to your earlier point, investors that's their time to strike.
Totally.
And so you could be going after these deals and helping those guys find their inventory.
Right.
Sit down with a couple of investors, build their buy box with them, and go hunt for them.
Right.
Basically, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody needs a buyer in Q4, right? Like, everybody's looking for a buyer. At any time, agents should be looking for a buyer. The cash offer provider, right? Like, what they provide is there's always a buyer. You never don't have a client. You always have a client to go look for. And that's what I love about that strategy, especially in Q4, but I love it all year round, is the fact that I'm not going back to the well looking for a new buyer all the time, right? Like, if you're an agent, you've got to go circle up for, the listing side of your business and the buy side of your business. That could be a lot, right? Like, I think a lot of the bigger educators, what they teach is that you should have at least 4 different strategies working on both sides of that space, whether it's listing or buyer. Well, what if you didn't have to do anything on the buyer side other than the fact that you were just hunting for opportunities for investors? Because you knew, like, if the deal's right, the money will always be there. It will always be there. There will always be a buyer that wants to buy the right deal, right?
Yep.
Whereas if you just get a listing out there or you start working with a retail buyer, there's all kinds of little nuances that can happen, right? That would cause you to not close or get a commission check before the end of the year. So I love the idea of, real estate agent teams, brokerages, whatever, independent, single, whatever you are, getting super hyper focused on distressed property leads, driving around, taking a look at, neighborhoods that, have some potential distress out there, knocking some doors, right? Putting a little work in, because you're going to have a much brighter Christmas when you do.
Exactly. And 2025 is unknown.
Yeah.
Right. Think about where we are today.
Right.
The lowest time since 1995 of selling homes.
Right.
So do you know what 2025 is going to bring? Technically, no. Right.
Yeah.
So why not just get a couple extra deals before the end of the year?
Right.
Totally makes sense. Yep.
Yeah. And the holiday season, I mean, guess what? It doesn't end January 1st. Like, I don't know about you, but like, I feel like my holiday season doesn't end until February 1st.
Yeah.
February 1st is when everything starts to wake up again.
Yep.
It takes a little while for people to come out of the holiday hangover, right?
Yeah.
And so I think, by putting this strategy into place, you can get yourself just a handful of deals through this period without a huge marketing spend, without a huge budget. You don't have to change your business or any of those like crazy monumental things. It's just staying dead focused on, I'm going to time block for 2 hours a day, and I'm going to go try to find a couple of distressed opportunities. I'm going to pitch those opportunities to investors and watch how they hit. Every time they're going to hit. It's amazing. Amazing.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Behind the Doors. We hope you found today's insights valuable for your real estate investing journey.
Remember, real estate success doesn't happen overnight, but with the right tools and strategies, you can build long-term wealth and create passive income.
If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe, leave us a review, and share it with others who are passionate about real estate investing.
Don't forget to follow us on social media for more tips and exclusive content.
Until next time, keep unlocking new opportunities, and we'll see you on the next episode of Behind the Doors.